Sincerity.
Yes, really.
2006 was a completely awesome year.
Yes, it was.
It really was.
I had a great time.
I I had a like from an acting standpoint, it really was a cool year. I was cast as this character named Saiga in a show called Speedgrapher. Um, and what was really cool is that Funimation, because they had so many shows coming out, finally finally allowed me to direct an anime series in my own studio.
Really?
Um, and
Okatron
it's
5000.
it's called Okatron 5000. I was
that I,
trying
like,
not to plug it
Plug.
too hard.
I can plug it for you.
Okay, yeah, plug it for
Okatron
me.
5000.
Thank you.
He's still
She knows. No, but they were cool enough to let me direct the series at our studio, which is very cool because the studio is very close to my house. It's really convenient, and they also have let me kind of line produce it and kind of take it under my wings a little bit and let me just kind of do what I wanted to with it. And I got the show called Salty Ray, and it is an awesome show. I love the people who are in it. I love the cast. And once you see the show, you'll understand why I had to make this decision, but I actually am playing one of the main characters. His name is Roy, but when you see him and when you hear him, or if you heard the Japanese version of it, I just needed the lowest voice guy I could find, and unfortunately I'm that person, at least in Dallas. And so I had to pick myself to do it, but regardless of all that, forget that. It's an awesome show, and I'm really proud of it. It's very, very cool. I also got cast as something really, really awesome that I'm not even allowed to talk about yet. And I know, but it'll be soon.
You're jumping the gun. That's question number 7.
Well, we'll get to that
Okay.
then.
Sorry.
Forget that. You can use movie magic to edit that last part out. It's still early.
It's morning.
With 2006 in the books.
Wait. Question number 2.
You go ahead and ask me.
Okay.
Let's pretend like that.
Question 2. I'll actually read it from the script instead of making it up. Kicking off the year here in 2007, what are your thoughts on Ohayocon, a convention you come back to this year?
It's funny. I was just talking to someone earlier. I love Ohayocon. I really do.
It's a great little family
It is. It's.
type feeling con.
Someone was telling me, hey, it was actually someone who had invited me to his con that he's having later on. And he said, you're going to find it's a little different at the con that you'll be attending with us. It's just a smaller group of people, a completely different attitude. No one's really, it's not really as wild as this convention. And I figured he was saying that to me because he'd seen my behavior over the last few days. Because this convention is always just like wildly fun.
Unruly.
But it's not
but
like
it's still controlled.
I know it's not inappropriate or anything like that.
No.
It's just everyone just feels so comfortable. You know how you can kind of joke with your family and it's not as big of a deal where if you just joke
And
with
no one
complete
gets
strangers.
upset or...
Yeah. There's so many familiar faces here. The con staff is really cool.
They're really nice.
I had the honor of actually doing the voiceover dubbing panel this year, which was really,
How did
really
that
fun.
go last night?
I was really happy with it. We got to do
Oh.
some fun stuff. That
Did
Salty
you get
Ray
to do
show.
some recording?
Yeah, we actually dubbed the first like 5 or 10 minutes worth of the episode 1 of Salty Ray with the people that were in the room.
That's so neat.
It was totally fun. It's really, I think it was a good time. I look forward to doing it again next year. I think next year, I've been talking to some people at Ohayocon, and we're probably going to do something like a little bit bigger, a little bit different. We're thinking about trying to have a dedicated room for dubbing where we have an isolation booth and we actually physically try and do it correctly with noise control and better microphones and really try and do it for real.
That would be really, really neat.
So that way at the end of the con we could actually play a legitimate, a fan dub that's done on site here. It'll be pretty fun. I love it here. It's a really good convention, and it was awesome to roast Monica. She deserved it.
So how do you think that went?
I think it went really well for a girl who thought that there was nothing on her.
Yeah.
She found out that there's quite a bit on her.
And I heard that, people could have been a lot meaner with her.
Oh, they could have been.
But she's so sweet. You're like, you don't want to
You don't want to hurt Monica.
I know, but we all secretly want to hurt Monica really badly.
Everybody's got dirt on her in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, because she slings a lot of it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
She hates me this weekend, by the way. I totally blew my cover.
Why? What'd you do?
No, she just thought I was really sweet and would never say anything about her. And here I am on camera talking about her, and I really busted her pretty hard in her roast. She's a very gullible girl. I love her to death, but she's a gullible girl. You'll have to just find a copy of the roast or ask someone.
Yeah, I do. I didn't get in until yesterday morning, so I missed the roast.
Shame on you.
Hey, blame it on my work. Actually, no, it was because of New Year's. And, well, I was in Vegas, that whole thing. Hey, at least I told everybody I wasn't going to get married that weekend. I didn't. Just got engaged.
Sweet.
Okay. Know what other panels besides the dubbing that you've been a part of? Besides, of course, autograph sessions, because everybody does those.
I did a Guitar Hero 2 panel.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty
I heard
rocking.
that was pretty cool.
It was fun. The only problem is I still beat everyone.
Of course.
As long as you don't ask some of them who will claim that they had a higher score than I did. That really wasn't what counted in all cases. Only in some cases.
Sure.
Well, the cases where they had a higher score in the game than I did, some might say they technically won, but they're spinning the numbers. I won every round, and if it appeared at times that I did not win, it's because I was just being polite. Yeah, or people were looking assuming that I was the wrong side.
Wrong player.
But to be honest, I have 2 copies of Guitar Hero 2 at home, but I can't play it properly.
Why not?
Because I have a DLP television that has a lot of video latency. They even added a feature in the options where you could try and fix that, but it wasn't even enough to fix the delay between the audio and the video that I was getting for that Guitar Hero game.
You need to get a new TV.
I know. It's the sad thing is it is a new TV. It makes me really sad. Anyhow, so really playing it yesterday was one of the first times I ever got to play it for real, and it was really fun. I think everyone had a good time. We did this new thing called the Guitar Hero Relay. I highly recommend you do it at your house.
Okay.
It's when you have a lot of people and everyone seems kind of bored just watching someone else play Freebird for 15 minutes. So we'd line like 4 people up on the sides of the room, and one person would have to, 2 people would have to start. The guitars would be laying in the middle of the floor in the center of the room. And as soon as the song started, the 2 people ran out, and then whenever I said switch, they had to put the guitar down. The next person had to run up and play. It was pretty fun.
A little bit more entertaining.
Yeah, it did. Other panels, we did an uncensored panel last night, which was naughty at best. And
We like those naughty.
yes, it was naughty. And what else did I do? Actually, a lot of my day was spent with that dubbing panel. So, and today I think I've got a couple more things. Do you have my schedule there?
Actually, I have a schedule.
Cool, sweet. Keep it rolling, you know.
We can always edit that out later.
Yeah, we can edit this out in what they call post.
Saturday. What time is it?
I have the Wayawi panel. Wait, no.
No.
I can't say that out loud.
We're like down here. Okay.
Yes. Okay, we're wasting tape now. Oh, Ohayocon dubbing with Chris Sabat.
At
And
1
it's
o'clock.
coming up really soon.
Alrighty, well, I guess we really need to finish this then. Okay, over 600 episodes in voice direction. Can you believe it?
No, not always. Well, actually, I do, because I remember being there for a majority of them.
Majority?
Yeah, there were some I can't say I was quite there for. And some that I just directed in spirit from the other room. Actually, no, it is kind of crazy. It's crazy to think that there's been so many years doing this now, and I'm so comfortable doing this now, and I'm so comfortable in this environment. I come to these conventions now, and I actually recognize the cosplay costumes, and I can point them out. I remember the early cons in like 1999, in 98, late 98, went to Comic Con. There were 1 billion people. It was one of my first I think it was my first convention, San Diego Comic Con with Funimation. And I was kind of blown away, and I had no idea what anybody was. I mean, unless it was like Dragon Ball Z, I had no idea what the people were dressed up as. but it's pretty cool now. It's it's fun. I love directing. I like casting, and I really like this business. It's really fun.
So what's new? What's next for you then?
Um, let's see. Okratron's been pretty busy. The company's been extremely busy. We've been doing a lot of sound design. The sound design area of Okratron is just growing and growing and growing. We had to bring on new sound designers and composers recently. We have a really fortunate opportunity to do all the audio direction for a really cool next-gen game. And audio direction's different than just your typical contract audio services. And in some cases, a company might just want, I need you to do all these sound effects for this game, and they give you a list, and then you make the sound effects, and it's done. But when you get to do the audio direction, you actually get to look at basically a silent game with all the gameplay in it and say, okay, these are the sounds we want to put in the game. We think we should put this here and this here, and this should be this sound, and we're going to make this sound, and this is how we want all the sounds to work in the game. This is what we want the menus to sound like. This is how we want. It's really cool, and it allows you to like paint an audio canvas on a game rather than just do what some developer has just asked for. You know, we need 4 impacts, and we need 8 breakable sounds, and we need 2 swishes, and that's it. We get to really do everything.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it might, maybe, to some
A
people.
little bit more of an artistic.
Yes, it's definitely more artistic. It's like instead of just being asked to draw pictures for a manga, you actually get to write the story too, in a way.
Yeah.
Or actually tell them how they want the pages laid out or whatever. I don't know how to describe
Here's the
it.
plot. You get to have fun with
Yeah.
creating the story.
Exactly. It's really fun. Let's see, other things that are going on. We've been working on some cool next gen stuff. We just finished some audio for Destineer. They have the rights to do all of the Full Metal Alchemist games and things like that. It's possible. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but I think they have something in the works that you might want to keep your eyes out for. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but please don't hurt me if it hasn't. Destineer, I love you all very much.
Don't worry.
But there's a guy there. His name's Deggs, and he's real strong. He could totally tear me up. Yeah. Not in a fight. Just legally, because I could totally take him. I'm way tough.
You're a tough guy.
You haven't even seen me with, you've seen me, but not everyone has seen me with my shirt off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Silence. Yeah. Let me see here.
What's the best part of owning your own business? Going to work in your pajamas?
Well, that's actually the best part about being a voice actor is getting to work in your pajamas.
Hey, maybe I should start.
I heard you've already got the uniform down. And working for yourself is rad because you don't have to have a set schedule. I can't get pissed off at my boss. That's a good thing.
That's good. Definitely good.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth though. Pluses of owning and running your own business is that you really do have a lot of freedom to do what you want, to be as creative as you want, and to work whatever hours that you want to work. If you want to start your day at noon, you can start at noon. If you want to start at 2, you can start at 2. The downside though is that once you get into contract work like this, and once you get into work where you're dealing with some Japanese clients every now and then, and we're actually a lot, then eventually you don't have much choice as to when you want to work either. You work all the time. Yeah, you always have to keep your trio on you because you never know when you're going to get an email or when you're going to get that call at like 2, 3 in the morning. So the downside is that you're kind of always working. But then again, back on the plus side, if you love what you're doing, like I do and like we do, it doesn't really matter. No, it's awesome.
It's like
it's
it's
awesome.
all worth it.
Yeah, I like it. I get to hire all my friends
That's cool.
to work with me, and
That's cool.
you can't beat that, really. You can't, not at all. So with 2006 in the books,
Yes.
What are you looking forward to in the next 5 minutes?